Joshua will not stop clout chasing Deontay Wilder. Now he takes to Twitter and asks his fans to hashtag Undisputed. Man, let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for ESPN Plus UFC 245. It's about to go down, and I'm looking forward to it. Should be a very good UFC card. You can purchase it using my link, ESPN Plus link, in the description of all my videos, and it certainly helps the channel. Amanda Nunes on that G-Thang. You got Colby Covington versus Usman. You got Jose Aldo dropping weight. Should be a very fun card, action-packed, you know, not just the main card. Now, Anthony Joshua back to clout chasing. Let's jump right into it. 8 hours ago, he says, let's get Undisputed trending. That's what I want, and that's what the people want. I want it bad. I came to take over and not to take part. So again, he's clout chasing Conor McGregor, stealing his quote, I came to take over, not to take part. That is a direct quote, you know, just in case anyone was wondering, from Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, take part, boom. Actually, that, just so you guys could see, this is the interview post-fight where he said it, in case anyone wants. I can't show it for copyright reasons, but you'll see Conor McGregor, we're not here to take part, we're here to take over. You see a ton of people have referenced it and attributed the quote to Conor McGregor because this is what he said post-fight. We're not here to take part, we're here to take over. So Joshua's not even original with his quotes. You know, this is the interview where he said it. After this fight, Dennis Seaver or somebody, I don't remember exactly what fight it was, but I remember watching it because I liked it when Conor said it. So anyway, Joshua's stealing people's quotes. I came to take over, not take part, whatever. And now he says, let's get Undisputed trending, which I hope it doesn't start trending. Listen, something has to stop. This is getting absurd. This is absurd from Joshua. Someone said, I'm looking at the comments, bro, please be serious. We all want that fight. See, people don't even believe it necessarily. Look, they posted his old interview. He said, where was this energy before? See, bro, this is an interview where Joshua said that he has a devil on one shoulder and he'll take the fight when it's wanted. Like, Eddie Hearn and AJ's plan is horrific about, you know, really wanting to fight for Undisputed against Deontay Wilder, because here, Exhibit A, 2 days ago, boxing scene, Anthony Joshua, once Wilder and Fury is over, then they can start mentioning me. So he says don't mention his name until Wilder Fury in February is completed, yet he says he wants Undisputed, which means he would have to fight the winner of that fight. So they can't mention Joshua's name, according to him, in a recent interview, you know, but he can keep clout chasing and mentioning them. This is Joshua 4 days ago, boxing scene. Anthony Joshua, I'm ready to face Wilder. I want Undisputed, yada, yada, yada. Anthony Joshua tells Deontay Wilder to get in touch. Deontay Wilder reveals his doubt over the Joshua fight. So it's not even believable at this point. Deontay Wilder claims the Joshua fight will never happen. See, now the other reason why it sounds horrible, why does Joshua now have this energy and he wants Undisputed to trend? But what about 2018 when Wilder was smoking you out and didn't have any good opponents to choose from, the people thought? But now he's been looking good, sleeping Luis Ortiz, you know, really slept Tyson Fury and stuff like that. And now Joshua wants Undisputed. Doesn't make sense. Where was this energy in 2018 and before? Now when he's tied up with Tyson Fury rematch, which has been confirmed, you know. Watch. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2 announced. Hasn't been officially announced, but it's been confirmed. Look, first thing, Sports Illustrated. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Rematch date February 22nd. Wilder Fury are set to have a rematch February 22nd, according to ESPN's Dan Rayfield. So look, they attributed to Dan Rayfield. So the world knows this is already going on. Look, Deontay Wilder rematch set for February 22nd. Look, so ESPN, Sports Illustrated, BOXINGEGO, we all know that he's involved in a rematch. Meanwhile, Joshua is trying to piggyback and clout chase and screaming, I want Undisputed to trend because that's what I really want. It just doesn't sound believable. You can't do that when somebody's tied up. The whole time when Wilder wasn't tied up, before the Fury fight, maybe even before the first Luis Ortiz fight, Joshua was like, oh yeah, I'll fight when it's right for me, and I won't be rushed. Now all of a sudden it's something different. So this is a horrible attempt. Deontay Wilder's minding his own business. He ain't even mentioning Joshua like he once did because he was really trying to get the fight. Now, after he called their bluff, he hasn't had to mention him in every interview. But Anthony Joshua, people are saying he ran in his last fight and, weren't necessarily all happy. Some people were happy he got his belt, but it wasn't a thrilling, scintillating fight. And then now as a result, he's had to resort to this. So it doesn't really sound believable when the two guys that would be fighting for Undisputed or be fighting for the WBC, which would make you Undisputed, already have a fight and a possible trilogy. Now he's saying he wants Undisputed. So again, the oldest trick in the book from Rematch Room and boxing in general. Top Rank did this with Pacquiao. Just mention the other guy's name for clout, knowing it can't happen, knowing it won't happen. The bottom line is Joshua's doing this to try to, in a weak attempt to cover his tracks. So when he fights Kubrat Pulev, which is a less than fight, he could revert back to this tweet and say, oh, I tried to get Undisputed, but Wilder didn't want it. So as a result, I had to fight Kubrat Pulev, my mandatory. Like that, no one believes this anymore. So good luck with this. It's getting to the point, this is getting so bad where I'm going to really probably start minimizing how much I even talk about this fight, because it's a waste of breath. It's a waste of time. We at this point know who the real culprit is with holding this back, and I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to, everything they claim Wilder was doing, now that the tables have turned, they're trying to clout chase and coattail and piggyback off of him. Joshua needs to make his own way. His last performance with Ruiz, he got his belts back. That's what it was. If you loved it, if you hated it, he's gonna go into likely a Usyk or Kubrat Pulev fight. I don't see any way that it really would be a USA fight. So they'll probably put it in the UK. So you have to do your own thing without mentioning his name, like you wanted Wilder to do. Wilder was doing it for a different reason because he really wanted to fight you. Joshua was doing it to absolutely clout chase because he knows there's no way he can fight him next. It's my thoughts. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. We got to really start cutting out the BS in boxing. And, I might, being a leader and trendsetter on my channel, I might stop talking about this fight less and less and less, because everybody got to, they got to walk on their own too. And Joshua is clearly using Wilder's name for some clout chasing reasons and purposes, knowing it can't happen. I just showed you Wilder's fighting Fury. So why would you put a tweet in December knowing at the bare bones minimum you couldn't even fight Wilder if you wanted to until the outcome of that fight? Beyond that, how is Joshua doing interviews like this saying, hey, they don't need to mention me on the boxing scene? Joshua, once Wilder Fury is over, they can start mentioning me. Okay, so it's not over. He says, I can't look it. Sooner or later, I'll be looking at Undisputed champion of the world. If the opportunity presents itself, I will fight Wilder and Fury. Wilder has a fight with Fury in February, so he's admitting he knows this. Once that is out the way, then they can start mentioning me. Bro, this is sloppy business from Team Joshua. He just acknowledged that Wilder and Fury are fighting. He said Wilder has a fight with Fury in February. Once that is out of the way, then they can start mentioning me. So you know that this is your own quote. This is your own quote. Joshua told BBC Sport. Looking so far ahead, it can be a blurry vision looking that far out, Joshua told BBC. So he's contradicting his own statements. He's saying, hey, I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to look too far ahead because last time they got me in trouble with Ruiz and it could blur your vision. Wilder fighting Fury, then they can mention me. But today, this is what he decides to put. Hey, let's get Undisputed trending. That's what I want. Unbelievable. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.